So why listen to this? This video is about the Insuretech Connect this year, and you will learn the hot topics of the insurance and Insurtech industry, and you will get an impression of the event. So why listen to this? I'm scouting tech and digital trends around the world in order to bring it to you, and I've helped numerous companies to set up ecosystems of digital products and services to reach their goals. This year, Digitalscouting went to the Insuretech Connect. The Insuretech Connect is the largest industry conference. This may also have to do, besides amazing panels, interesting keynotes, announcements, and an opportunity to network, maybe this also has something to do that it takes place in the beautiful city of Las Vegas. I went there a few days early, not only to cure jet lag, but actually to have a closer look at the city of Las Vegas. This city surely impresses with the amazing architecture, the interesting hotels, the gambling, the lights, the strip on which you find amazing hotels, restaurants, souvenir shops, everything, even those things you don't know that you want, you'll find there. And surely Las Vegas gives you the opportunity to party a little bit. And I already learned one thing while I was in Las Vegas. This morning I saw two types of people walking the streets. People coming from a party and having a good time, and people starting to work or having a jog. And I think this reflects also how the insurance industry is divided. It's not so much between Insurtech, incumbents, reinsurers and tech companies. It's more about those players in the market who wake up early and work a lot and innovate, and those who like to party. I went to the Insuretech Connect and missed the most important soccer game of the season of my beloved Hamburg Sports Club against the city rival of St. Pauli. We were not only there, but we were actually a media partner and sponsor of the Insuretech Connect, which we are very happy and proud of. So the conference is the largest gathering, the largest meeting of insurance and Insurtech professionals around the world. Hi guys, from the first official day of the Insuretech Connect in Las Vegas this year. After a full day of pre-event, we had the first full day. Today, I have to say what I learned are the following things. A typical meeting here is scheduled for 15 minutes. Yesterday already I thought the conference was quite packed, but today I learned that the conference could be even fuller. So it was an insane density of people, very interesting, very kind, very nice people, but the masses were really incredible. Today I saw two cool things. First of all, I had the opportunity to talk to Carsten Maschmeyer, who is known in Europe for being the face of the German Shark Tank. Nevertheless, what is not so much known, that he has been a successful entrepreneur for over 3 decades with a gigantic exit and now invests in a lot of startup. I also saw the presentation of the German family insurance, Deutsche Familieninsurance, by the 60-year-old entrepreneur Dr. Stefan Knoll, who presented the first Amazon skill in which you actually can buy a insurance. So that was a world premiere here, that you actually can buy an insurance. So what is my conclusion so far? It's a gigantic event. I don't know if it's 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 or a million people here. At least it feels like a million. So networking actually outside of people you don't know is pretty hard. But it works because there are a lot of smaller events, smaller parties. You have companies having smaller parties you can go to, and then you can actually network because you bump into people more often. In addition, there are some like secret suite parties in some hotel rooms here going on, and there you can network also a lot, and that's very, very interesting. Today I've been at 3 parties, 3 events after the whole conference. It was really interesting, a nice, interesting bunch of people. It gives you the opportunity to meet meet and greet a lot of new and old friends. Via the conference app, it was really easy to connect to other participants. And what's really special about the Insuretech Connect is that actually everybody is willing to meet up for a few minutes. May it be an intern or may it the insurance CEO of a large corporation. The Insuretech Connect is full of panels, keynotes and sessions. I, especially at the pre-event day, attended several of these sessions. I want to mention two that really impressed me. First, that was the Female Founders Forum organized by Quesnay. I was really impressed, and I think it addresses an important topic in the insurance industry. I never got my head around it, why in 2018 we see so few female leaders in responsible positions in the insurance industry, or that you still have in a lot of insurers all male boards. But just this as a side note. At the Female Founders Forum, a lot of female-led startups participated and presented their businesses and use cases. It was really interesting to see, and I really admired all of them, which had interesting ideas there. Another great pre-event session, of course, was organized by the Hartford Insurtech Hub and the Startup Bootcamp. Shout out to Sabine van der Linden, who did an awesome job on organizing this. At the session of the Hartford Insurance Hub, personally I was impressed by Buzzword, an Insurtech that combines a form of digital treasury with insurance, and I think it's a very interesting approach here. From the keynotes, I personally was impressed by the two ones of the organizers, Jay Weintraub, who really underlined the importance of community, who underlined the importance of all people around the world coming together and talking about the hot topics of the industry, exchanging best practices, also sharing lessons learned. And I think that was something that gave the whole context of the conference. Another great keynote was by Caribou Honig, because he talked about the role of APIs in the insurance industry. We have seen the rise of APIs in banking. PSD2, I think, is more than a buzzword here, but we will see this development sooner or later also in the insurance industry, but also we see it already now, because actually also insurers could use APIs connecting to other industries and using other open APIs there. Besides the talks and meetings, there was a large exhibition hall, and I was impressed by three exhibitors. First, Frizz, a Dutch risk analysis and fraud tool you might check out, and also We Go Look, led by Robin Smith, and I not only like it because Robin Smith has an awesome first name, hashtag Robin Power, but also because I really I really think it's very interesting that you have there a model of offline and online platform and offline experts you can hire to examine certain things, for example, insurance damage. I think it's very important because it underlines that in the era of digital transformation, analog and offline does not need to be dead, but you actually can do a business model around it. The company that impressed me the most in the Insuretech Connect and in other events I saw is Grohe, who does sanitary applications, so everything in the bathroom. And they present tools in order to avoid damages in the future. Why I think Grohe is so important, not only because it's a cool German company, but actually because sanitary industry is not something I personally, and I think nobody out there, identifies with digital transformation and a company or a sector that's going forward on it. But they obviously understood it, and they built IoT devices that can save you from leakage and water damage in a very smart and interesting way. You can put you just somewhere and it measures if there's something, a pipe damaged, another you put into your pipe system, and you can actually control the whole water system, ecosystem of your house or your apartment via an app and get a lot of data of it. It's very interesting because it underlines a trend we will see in the future from regulating claims in the insurance industry towards helping the customer to prevent claims. I think the insurance industry will then be in two parts. One part will stick to the, we try to reduce the claims as much as possible by processes, and others say we reduce claims by helping the customers not even to get claims at all. To be honest, I really try to attend a lot of sessions, and I will have a look at a lot of them on YouTube because it's going to be shared there. But I have to say, I am busy in meetings. The typical meeting at an Insuretech Connect takes place the following. It's scheduled for 15 minutes, but you're late because you don't find the place or the table, or the other meeting took too long. You're late 3 minutes, then you need to go early in order not to be late for the next one. So the actual meeting only takes place for 7 or 8 minutes. Nevertheless, this limitation of time leads to a very efficient exchange of ideas. So you look if the other person can offer you something, and the other person looks if you can offer the person something, or if there's any common ground to continue the conversation at a later point. But this was very efficient, and I met a lot of old friends I wanted to catch up with, and I made a lot of new friends that I want to look if we can cooperate in a way. It was very exciting to see, also to exchange ideas on certain trends in the industry. I also really like that you sometimes by accident bump into a person you might not have known, you only know from the internet, and it's really nice to have these short conversations and also things that happen on coincidence. One issue certainly for the Insuretech Connect is this just massive size of thousands of people crammed into a conference center. So actually the pure gigantic size does not help actually that you see a person 2 or 3 times and then you can ask him, oh, didn't I know you from this or that event, or just randomly talk to them. So actually the chance to random meetings is not so high, but here the role of parties and entertainment and meetings and suites and dinners come into place. Sponsors and companies at the Insuretech Connect a lot of times organize parties and invite people to the social gathering. Of course it's fun, and I don't want to claim that all the party was very exhaustive or that it was not fun. In the end it's important because in these parties and gatherings you can meet and greet people that are pre-selected by the organizer and in a very smaller space. So while attending, going to the buffet, having a donut or a drink, and you meeting the people again and again, and then a lot of conversations start. And I met actually very interesting people, especially at these after conference parties. You had the large parties, but you also had like some secretive suit parties in some hotel suites. So shout out to Ali, thank you very much for that invitation. Was an amazing night. But also there you met a lot of nice people and exchanged business cards and ideas, and that was also very, very nice. And of course, for longer conversations, you could organize dinners or extended lunches and meet and greet in restaurants around the conference center, around the MGM Grand. And one thing I want to make sure you take away from this: insurance may be a topic not as hot and sexy as so many else, but we as an industry also can have some fun. I surely enjoyed the weather, I surely enjoyed the MGM Grand, I surely enjoyed also to take a dip or two, and nevertheless, I of course also enjoyed some of the parties. Parallel to the conference in Las Vegas, you had a large discussion on social media. I was not only happy to participate at their Twitter chat, so we went into a room, sat together and commented what was going on Twitter and saw the live feed of the conference. But in general, you had a discussion of participants sharing what they saw and sharing their experience. And so if you're not there, you cannot participate, you can always go on Twitter to the hashtag Insuretech Connect or ITC 2018, 19, 20 and check that out and to see what kind of conversations are going on right now. So even you're maybe not there, you could still participate, and I think that's the beauty of social media. I personally also met a lot of people that sent me a direct message on Twitter and we met somewhere and had a drink there. I take away from it meeting people. I met so many people, new friends, old friends, people I always wanted to talk to, people I coincidentally bumped into, and that was really, really nice. The meeting and greeting of people that share a passion for the industry, the passion for modernization in the insurance industry. I also used the opportunity to make some interviews. That was really, really nice, and I'm looking forward to the continuation of the exchange of ideas there. From the Insuretech Connect this year, I take away 5 major learnings. The first learning is that disruption and the death of the insurance industry tomorrow seems to be called off. Yes, you had 1 or 2 people on stage that still claimed that in a rather aggressive way, but actually lacking to show that by their own numbers of their own company. Nevertheless, what I think you see more and more is that in the last years you had the debate about collaboration and co-creation, and right now you actually see use cases, a lot of use cases of collaboration and co-creation, may it be Slice in America or Kasko actually here in Europe. The second thing, of course, I think is AI. You saw, besides the debate about it, some interesting use cases. One was that an AI-driven software is able to rate your health and age by only seeing a video of you. Very interesting for the application process of an insurance, and I think we will hear more of that company. The third trend was something indicated also already by Kari Honig, who talked about the APIization of the insurance industry. I think we will see more and more parts of the whole scene coming together towards an ecosystem. We will see enablers, we will see people working more closely together, even though I also think that the collaboration phase is just a phase until one part actually becomes the strongest, but right now we actually see co-creation, collaboration truly as a trend. The fourth thing I take away is voice. We did not see so many use cases. E-Colon in the Deutsche Familienversicherung surely were some. Nevertheless, that's what the people talked about most behind the scene, that voice is one of the next big trends, and that's what insurances actually need to deal with now. The fifth thing that I saw, something I did not see, and a discussion I did not hear so loudly, is the discussion actually of providing your customers with an ecosystem of digital products and services for free. I personally believe this is the big trend in the future, because we see it in other industries, but not yet this discussion was at the Insuretech Connect this year. The last thing I say is to Jay Weintraub and Samara Yaffe. You did an amazing job on this Insuretech Connect. I was really happy to participate here at your conference. Thank you very much for that, and I think as you will get in the next days a lot of thank yous from the 6,000 people who attended your awesome event.
Hey guys, it would help us a lot if you could hit the subscribe button down there, and to make us also grow here on YouTube. Thank you very much.